Hey y'all, welcome to IBEWIGGIN. I'm Sandy. Today I'm going to be reviewing this affordable human hair wig that was sent to me to review by Wigshe. So if you want to learn more about this wig and find out exactly who is Wigshe, then keep on watching. So who is Wigshe? Wigshe is an overseas company that is based in China. They're not a manufacturer, they are a retail shop that sells directly to consumers and their customers. Their mission is to provide affordable, high quality human hair at a great price. Now if you are on Instagram in the wig community, you're probably seeing Wigshe pop up. There are several content creators that have already reviewed for them and you know, just like y'all, I like to watch. So I've been watching all the reviews on Wigshe, and I have to tell you that most all of them have been positive. So when they reached out to me and asked if I would be willing to review, I was like, heck yeah. So I quickly agreed. And I want to tell you that naturally, because I like big hair, I chose the wig that had the most density, and this is 150 density. Now, no, you do not have to choose the 150 if you don't want thick hair. You can choose the 120. And I'm going to take you through the website, particularly this wig, so you can see exactly what their website is like and the choices that are available to you when you order your wig. So, as I said, they're called Wigshe, and this wig in particular was called the Elegant Blonde Balayage Wavy Invisible Lace Premium Human Hair Wig 001. That's a mouthful. Just saying. So you can choose this wig starting at 12 inches all the way up to 22. Now I chose the 22. And you also get to choose your density. You can choose the 120 that is the natural, and it probably would look more natural, but you know, as I've told you before, I've never had thick hair, never was blessed with thick hair, so if I can get it on a wig, that's what I'm going to choose. So I chose the 150, which is the thick. Their lace color, they describe it as HD lace, matches all skins, more light, soft, and delicate. Now, I can't say that it matches all skins. I mean, it probably matches more of a darker skin tone. I'm fair, and so it doesn't match my skin. It's a little darker on my skin, so I wouldn't say that it matches all skin. Their cap construction, they allow you to choose between the lace front cap and the full lace cap, and I chose the lace front cap, and we'll look at that here in a minute. And their cap construction is average, large, and small. Now what you'll need to do is go on their website and see what the measurements are for each cap and then compare them to your measurements so you'll know what cap size to order. And then you get to choose between the lightly bleached and the fully bleached. Now if you choose fully bleached, the first thing they're going to say to you is they don't recommend it because it will compromise the integrity of the knots, and the knots are single strand, which I'm going to comment on that later. I do really like that they are single strands because they are less visible that way, and it will compromise the integrity of the hair and may cause hair loss in the future. If you ask for that, they'll give it to you. You just have to be made aware of that. So I chose the lightly bleached knots. And it was so lightly bleached that I could hardly tell. I sent a picture to a friend of mine. I said, do you see any lightly bleached? And she said, yeah, it's there. So, but anyway, those are the choices that you get. Now, I do want to make a comment on the shade. I chose the shade, I whistled a little bit. I chose the shade that's on the mannequin. It may not be there later. I don't know if they'll keep this on there or not, but it's not exactly like what you see on the mannequin. I can see that they did give me the dimension. It has the brown base, and then they have highlighted it with a blonde, which is what is on this wig. but the rooting is different. And that's the first thing that I noticed, was that on this picture they show that the highlights are taken all the way to the root, and there are highlights in it, but I feel like there's more rooting showed on this particular shade that I chose versus what's on the website. So there might be some discrepancy in the colors, you know, and we know this if you shop for even synthetic wigs and you look at stock photos online. Those are really hard to judge. So what I would suggest is that you look up reviews. They're starting to pop up on Instagram and YouTube now. So if you can find a picture that, or a reviewer that has that particular wig, then you'll have more of an idea of what that shade is going to look like. Also, they will customize. So if there's a shade that you want, if you have a picture of it, you can send it to them and say, this is the shade that I want, which to me is unheard of for the price point of these wigs, and the quality of the hair that you're getting. For them to customize is pretty remarkable, y'all. So that's the website. Make sure that you go and you look at their website, that you read their return policy, and you can see all. And the website is pretty user friendly, I have to admit, but I think they can, you know, make some improvements on their description. I mean, this wavy balayage, when I received it, you know, you couldn't really, you know, it's not going to be like what you get on the picture. Okay, I'm just going to tell you that. It's not going to look like that on the unboxing. I am going to put the unboxing video clip in here on the screen here in a minute to let you see what it looked like when I unboxed it. It wasn't like what you see on this picture, but it's human hair, y'all, and you can make it any way that you want. The hair, amazing, y'all. I love it, really, I do. On the website they describe it as 100% Remy human hair, quality human hair, and I will agree with that. It is quality human hair, but they don't tell you exactly what the human hair is. Now, just based on my thoughts and my opinions, the way the hair feels, I have washed the hair and let it air dry, and I'm going to show you what that looked like after I washed it and air dried it, and the way it felt and the way it dried. The texture of the hair reminds me of Brazilian human hair, but it's not stated on the website. I'm just telling you that's the way it feels to me. It is super soft, incredibly soft. I mean, come on, y'all. This is the 22 inch at $150. It's listed for $839.99 at the present time. That's incredible for human hair. If you shop for human hair, you know that it's from $2,000. I've seen them, y'all. I've seen human hair as high as $10,000. Crazy but true. So if you can get an affordable human hair wig with good quality hair, I'm all for it. Truly I am. Because I want everybody to be able to experience human hair. I think we all should be able to get to experience it. So this is a great option. So the hair feels really, really soft. This is 150 density. Yes, of course, you can get the 120, but it truly is 150. It does feel that dense. So it is a dense wig. I don't know what the 120 would be like. I have seen reviews and other people that have reviewed the 120, and it looks very natural and realistic. So if that's more what you prefer, then I think you would be fine with the 120. Now, as far as the lace front, when I received the lace front, and I'm going to put the unboxing video here on the screen, I will say that I felt like the lace front was a little dense, so I did have to do a little bit of plucking at the hairline and a little bit of plucking on the part line just to make it look a little bit more realistic. But I thought about that last night as I was thinking about this review today, and it could very well be because I got the 150 density, because I've seen other reviews of the 120 and it looked really realistic. So maybe getting the 150 density had a caused it to look a little bit more dense. Very well could be. So just think about that. But as far as the hair quality, I'm telling you, it is really, really good for this price point. Keep in mind, this is an affordable, human hair option. Is it going to be exactly like a $2,000 human hair wig? No. Don't have those expectations, y'all. But I am more than satisfied with it, because if you are a wig wearer and you wear synthetic wigs, you are well aware that a synthetic wig doesn't cost much less than what they're charging for a human hair wig, and I'm really surprised by that. So the hair is really good. Now, let's talk about the length. I got the 22-inch length. They go from 12-inch to 22-inch, and this is definitely 22 inches, if not a little bit longer. I have a measurement of a 7-inch face and a 4.5-inch neck. So wigs typically look shorter on me. So if this is 22 inches and it looks this long on me, just think about how long it will look on you. It's pretty much one length all the way around. There might have been a shorter layer in it, and I will say that it was a little erratic in the way it was cut on the ends. There's some longer pieces in the back and there's some shorter pieces in the front, so you might have to do a little bit of tweaking on the hair when you receive it. And myself, I'm taking it to my hairstylist next week, and I'm going to have some layers put in it and some bangs, and I am going to follow up with you and let you see the wig after I have customized it to my liking. But you could do that. Once you receive the wig, you can have it customized, do it, make the wig your own to where you feel most comfortable in it, because it's going to come one length. So let's look at it all the way around. Get to choose between the full lace cap or the lace front cap, and I chose the lace front cap. Now when you receive it, the lace has not been cut, so you will have to do that. But the lace extends from the ear tab to the ear tab, and you have the free parting space on this cap, which means you can part it in any direction. As you saw earlier, I part mine over to the side, and if you want to change your part, you may have to use a hot comb to change that parting in the direction that you want it, or you can spray the hair with some water and then blow dry with a blow dryer on a warm heat, and then it will move that direction of the part for you. You will also see some hairs that may be at the crown area, and there's short little hairs that stick up. That does not mean your wig is defective. Those are return hairs, and those are from the knotting on the cap. You can tame those down by using some wax. I'll link that in the description box below. You can find it at Amazon, or you can use a hot comb, which is what I did, just to lay those hairs down as well as change the part. Okay, so the back of the cap is closed wefted, and it has a little bit of stretch to it, not a lot, but it does have some. And then you have combs on the ear tabs. Now I will mention that I have noticed on some of the reviews that some of the lace caps have pressure clips and some of them have combs. I don't know the differentiation there, why they choose, if that's a word, if they choose to put pressure clips on some and combs on the others. But I got the combs and I was happy with that because I prefer them over the pressure clips. And you just take that comb and you slide it underneath your wig grip and it keeps it from sliding back. But in the ear tabs do have some metal, so I do like that there are ear tabs on this cap. And then you have at the back an extended nape if you want to pull it up off of your head and do updos or ponies. And then you have the hook strap adjusters. I prefer Velcro, y'all, but okay. On this one, you get hook strap adjusters that you can move in to adjust your circumference. So let's talk styling. Now, when you receive the wig, it does not have this wave right out of the box. You saw in my unboxing video that it looked fairly straight. Well, it did have a little bit of wave when I took it out of the box, but from filming and doing a picture or two in it, it lost that wave almost immediately. But I think the reason why they call it wavy is because of the way it air dries. So when you receive the wig, you want to wash it, and then when it air dries, it does have a wavy texture. Now you can add some products to that and wear it just that way if you choose to. I just prefer not to because I felt like it still looked a little bit fuzzy that way, but I went with it and I thought I'm going to add some wave to it that's similar, and I used this Conair wand to do that. Now I looked on Amazon to see if they had this particular one. They didn't, but to be honest, they had one that I feel like is better, and I'll link that in the box below because it had a temperature control on it. This one does not. I've used it several times. I know it doesn't damage my wigs, but if you can find one that has a temperature gauge on it, it would be better. But to look for it, I found it at Walmart. They might still have it, they may not. But the wand is larger at the bottom and it just narrows as it goes to the tip, and you just wrap it around the hair. It's very simple to use, and this type of wave makes the hair look fuller, and it also lasts a long time. You may just have to refresh the front every now and then. Now I do recommend in between styling your human hair wig that you use a heatless curl method, because this is a wig and it will not produce oils like you would from your scalp, and it will dry out over time. So that's why you want to condition it. Use salon grade quality products on the wig. Just like with your own human hair, the more heat that you use on your human hair, the more damage it causes. So try not to use as much heat on the wig as you can. So overall, my thoughts on this wig from Wigshe is that I really do love it, y'all, and I am going to wear it quite often. I love the quality of the hair. The hair is very soft. It is 150 density for sure. That's what I asked for. The cap is super comfortable. The only cons that I would have, and they're small, they're easily fixed, is that the lace front, the hairline was a little dense. And as I mentioned earlier, that may have everything to do with the 150 density, but that can be fixed with a little bit of plucking. Secondly, I love the fact that they do the single strand knots, because that makes the knotting less visible, and that they do lightly bleach the knots. The other con that I might have would be that the lace was a little bit dark for my skin tone, and they mentioned that it matches all skin tones. Not necessarily true, but you know, it's not a deal breaker for me. The only other thing that I would say is the rooting was a little bit much for me, but I can fix that by moving the hair around, and I did not specify with them exactly the way I wanted the rooting. And I will say that they're very easy to communicate with. If you communicate that with them, they'll listen. As soon as I received the wig, they reached out to me and said, "What are your thoughts on the wig?" And they wanted honest feedback. And that says a lot about a company who is putting their wigs out there and letting content creators speak on their wigs, not knowing what they might say. They might say your wig is trash. So, but they want that feedback. They want to know these things so they can improve their wigs. And that speaks highly of a company, I believe. So I absolutely would recommend Wigshe, and I personally would buy from them myself. If you want to purchase this wig, I'll put the link in the description box below. And you can also use my code IBEWIGGIN. That will save you 10% off at checkout. I once again want to say thank you to Wigshe for allowing me to review. Thanks so much for watching, you guys, and I will see you again next time. Bye.